Imagine sleeping through a freezing January night. No heat, no electricity, nothing but silence, and a quilt. Not just any quilt, but one so carefully engineered it traps warmth better than most modern gear. The Amish don't just make these quilts, they prepare for them like winter itself is an adversary. The winter quilt philosophy. Amish winter quilts don't begin as winter projects. Skilled women start preparing them in spring or early summer because creating a true winter quilt requires 6 to 9 months of work. An Amish grandmother explains the difference simply. A summer quilt is a covering. A winter quilt is a life preserver. Every step, from wool selection to stitching, is driven by intention, responsibility, and spiritual preparation. These quilts aren't rushed. They are built with the belief that someone's warmth, comfort, and even survival depends on their quality. The Amish understand winter intimately, and they treat quilt making with the seriousness of preparing for a coming storm. Making a winter quilt is both practical and sacred, a balance of physical craftsmanship and emotional commitment. The result is a handcrafted survival tool imbued with meaning and care. Why Amish quilts keep families warm at 20 degrees Fahrenheit. On a January night in rural Pennsylvania, when the thermometer sinks to -15 degrees Fahrenheit and the wind cuts through barns and fields, Amish families sleep under quilts that function like natural heating systems. There's no furnace humming, no electric blanket glowing, and no thermostat to adjust, yet the entire family stays warm throughout the night. These quilts aren't decorative or sentimental objects. They are engineered insulation systems built through techniques refined over centuries. Crafted for survival, they capture heat, regulate moisture, and create a thermal barrier that rivals modern technology. The warmth they provide isn't accidental. It's the result of careful material selection, precise craftsmanship, and a deep understanding of nature. To the Amish, a winter quilt isn't bedding. It's life-preserving equipment that ensures survival long before electricity existed. The secret wool material selection. While modern quilters rely on cheap polyester batting, the Amish reject synthetics entirely for winter quilts. Instead, they use 100% wool, but not just any wool. It must come from sheep sheared in late spring after developing thick, dense winter coats. This wool still contains natural lanolin, making it water repellent and able to retain heat even when damp. The Amish then create 3 to 7 layers of this wool, each carefully carded and laid in alternating directions. This forms dead air space, tiny pockets of still air that dramatically increase insulation. Some extreme quilts weigh over 20 pounds and are so effective you may become overheated even in a cold room. Wool is a natural, renewable material perfectly engineered by nature, and the Amish use its full insulating potential. Fabric preparation ritual. Before Amish women even begin cutting fabric, there is a meticulous preparation ritual. The fabric is washed in cold rainwater, mixed with vinegar to remove chemicals and set its colors. It's never dried in direct sunlight, which can weaken fibers, but instead hung in shaded open air. Then it is pressed using heavy irons heated on wood stoves, with the temperature carefully monitored to avoid scorching the material. For quilts intended for elders, infants, or sick family members, the process becomes spiritual. Women place their hands on the fabric and pray, asking God to make the future quilt a source of warmth, healing, and comfort. It's a moment of reverence that turns the fabric from material into purpose. Cutting and hand piecing the quilt top. Every piece of fabric is cut by hand using scissors and rigid templates. No electric cutters, no shortcuts. The Amish believe deliberate hand cutting creates fewer mistakes and produces a quilt that won't warp or weaken after decades of use. The fabric grain is always aligned precisely to ensure structural integrity. Hand stitching begins with tiny, even stitches, 10 to 12 per inch, sometimes as many as 14 for master quilters. These stitches form a nearly indestructible surface. Piecing is often done collectively during quilting bees, where women gather in circles, quietly sewing while sharing wisdom, stories, and encouragement. These gatherings serve both as production sessions and as a living classroom where younger generations learn the craft firsthand. Choosing the warming quilt pattern. Amish quilt patterns are never chosen at random. Winter quilts require designs that increase warmth, and certain patterns, like log cabin, 9-patch, and bear's paw, are used because their small pieces create more seams, which means more trapped air and better insulation. But pattern choice also carries spiritual meaning. A wedding ring pattern might wrap a newlywed couple in blessings. A star pattern may be sewn for a baby's first winter. A cross pattern may comfort someone who is ill. These patterns serve as visual prayer, each stitch quietly asking God to safeguard the user through winter nights. Every block, seam, and motif adds both thermal efficiency and emotional symbolism, creating a quilt that functions as both a tool and a blessing. The quilting frame and layer stitching. Once the quilt top is finished and wool layers are prepared, everything is stretched onto a wooden quilting frame. This frame holds the layers in place while Amish women perform the intricate quilting stitches that bind all layers into a unified whole. Winter quilts require tighter stitching than summer versions, often spaced only 1 to 2 inches apart. This prevents the wool from shifting, maintains insulation, and strengthens the structure. Some areas, like the chest and feet, receive extra density quilting because those body zones require more warmth. The result is not random design, but precise biomechanical engineering informed by centuries of trial and error. Every line of stitching has a purpose. The longevity secret. A surprising truth. Amish winter quilts actually get warmer as they age. As the wool batting compresses slightly over years of use, the fibers bind together, increasing insulation. Body heat redistributes lanolin through the layers, improving moisture resistance and protective quality. Families proudly use quilts that are 50, 80, even 120 years old. An 1897 quilt still keeps a family warm today. These quilts are living objects, gaining warmth and meaning with every passing winter. Why the Amish reject synthetic batting, such as polyester, may feel warm initially, but it traps moisture and prevents airflow, which can make the user clammy and colder. Wool, by contrast, breathes naturally, absorbs moisture, and maintains insulation even when damp. The Amish believe God designed sheep's wool for warmth, making it the perfect material. Using synthetics is seen as a prideful attempt to improve upon God's creation. Wool is renewable, sustainable, and completely independent of modern industry, allowing Amish communities to avoid reliance on petroleum-based materials and maintain cultural self-sufficiency. Final reflection. The Amish winter quilt is more than handcrafted bedding. It is a survival system, a spiritual practice, an engineering achievement, and a multi-generational legacy. Every step carries intention, every stitch carries prayer, and every quilt becomes a physical expression of love and duty. What looks like simple patchwork to outsiders is actually centuries of perfected wisdom woven into fabric. Amish women are not just quilters, they are guardians of family survival. These quilts aren't just warm, they're wisdom made visible. They prove that craftsmanship, community, and slow, careful work still matter. And they show us that some traditions deserve to be protected, practiced, and passed on. Thank you for being here. Make sure to subscribe and let me know which part of Amish quilt making surprised you the most.